Hey, what it do is D-Boy223. Go check me out on the Bootleg Kev show. Much love.
Before we start the episode, man, I got to remind everybody that we are on the radio in 80 cities every single day across the country, man. Real 92.3 every day, Monday through Friday in Los Angeles. Wild 94.1 in Tampa. KKFR in Phoenix. We're all over the place. Miami, Vegas. We can go on and on. Want to give a shout out to our latest affiliate. Shout out to Knoxville, Tennessee, man. Hot 104.5 for being the latest city to join the Bootleg Kev Show network. All right. Now, I don't ever really talk about the radio show on the podcast. Keep them separate. But if you want to listen to the radio show, you can click the link in the bio for a list of all the cities you can listen to at. Yeah. Does that make sense? Let's get to the interview. Yo, Bootleg Kev Podcast, we got a special guest in here. D-Boy, what's going on, brother?
Man, what's the deal? D-Boy223.
Welcome.
Good looking out, man.
For people who don't know, man, you're from Carson.
Yes, sir.
And you come from the Booya Tribe lineage of hip hop. So kind of break down like your direct relation with Booya Tribe. And for people who don't know, Booya Tribe is a fucking legendary Samoan rap group out of Carson that super slept on, you know, to be honest.
Right. So yeah, the Booya, that's my family. My dad. Oh yeah, my bad. Let me see. Yeah, so my pops, that's Cobra.
Yes.
Yeah, so Cobra, that's his brothers. You know, those are all my uncles. So, you know, that's how I'm tied in. So, I basically, picking up the torch right now, trying to run with it type shit, you know?
I was going to say, is there anything like, because they had a lot of independent success. I mean, they had records. I mean, I remember the last album I think I bought of theirs was that album that had was it Eminem and Trick on the song?
I think that was Eminem and Be Real.
Be Real. But yeah, I mean, they have like a lot of like independent success throughout the 90s and the early 2000s and shit. Like, was it always kind of like in the cards for you to try to like get into the music game? Like,
nah, like I didn't think I was ever gonna be rapping. So right. I just kind of like I'm barely in the game type shit with this. Like, you know, as far as my rap career, probably like going on 3 years right now.
Okay.
So I never even visualized me being a rapper. Like, you know, that was my pops and them thing. And, you know, I used to have flows. I used to have rhymes. You know, I used to write some shit down. I used to spit it, but I never took it serious until, you know, one day I went and laid that shit down in the booth. And then, that's when, you know, it was kind of like an ongoing joke with me and my homies. Like, I'll be spitting the same verse like 3-4 times around them type shit, you know? And they're like, man, here comes D-Boy again with the same old shit, you know? Like, and then I laid it down and then it was just kind of like, oh, damn, you know, like, it ain't funny no more. It's kind of like, oh, damn, he's hard.
Right.
So then that's where I kind of took it and I'm just like, you know, fuck it. Like, if I'm going to rap and I'm going to make something out of it, then, you know, I'm going to carry the legacy for, you know, for me and mine.
I was going to say, like, prior to you taking rap serious, you're pretty much in the streets doing your thing.
Yeah, so you know, my pops and them, they bang. I'm from the same hood as they am, so I basically picked up them traits before I picked up the rap traits.
Right, so you followed in footsteps.
I followed down the wrong footsteps, you know. So I kind of went down the banging path, and you know, it was just to the point where, you know, it's just kind of like, man, I didn't give a fuck about nothing. It was just like, man, I'm finna bang. I'm ready to do life for this shit type shit. You know, I'm about to crash out over banging, and then you know, it's just kind of like, damn, I fell into the music. It was just like, damn, now
it's like a blessing.
Yeah, because it's kind of like that shit. It kind of saved my life and my perspective on things. So it was just
almost like you got a reason not to crash out.
And then it's just like to this point now, like where I'm at now, it's kind of like it's just like you know, I kind of got a purpose now,
right?
So it's more of on like I got something to lose, rather than going from fuck it, like I don't give a fuck what I lose type shit. You get what I mean?
Right.
So that's the kind of path that I was going on. Like, you can ask my family, my homies, whatever. Like, they know. Like, I was with the business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And me being rapping and me getting all this feedback from whoop-de-whoop and, you know, and just seeing the things that I'm capable of is what kind of just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? That kind of just changed my perspective on shit. Like, man, you know what? Like, you know, it's big. It's a bigger picture than what I'm normally used to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like that's almost like I feel like when you're in that environment, unless you maybe have a kid or, you know, I know you're fresh to fatherhood, right?
Well, shit, my baby due any day now.
So you got a baby coming anytime.
Yeah, the due date was a Friday, so she being stubborn. So
it could fuck around and be right now.
Yeah, it could be right now, and I got hey, kid, I got to bounce, man. So
no, but I'm saying like, you know, obviously that's something else, another purpose that you have now. But I think that's another thing. Like when you're in a certain environment, like you kind of feel like, you know, there's no bigger picture. Like you said, it's all about perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, now I got a kid. My music is going good. Like, from where I was at mentally 6 years ago, or even in the beginning, like I feel like it's been a whole 360 flip on me.
Right.
Cause shit, I just feel like I was like a menace to society type shit. You know, like just
crazy.
Just like I wouldn't say it like that, but just, and I'm not trying to label myself like. Just on some like, damn, I just
wilding out.
I just didn't give a fuck. Yeah. You know, like who cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if this
almost like living life with no consequences.
Yeah.
It's like you don't, because if you don't care about the consequences, then you're really like.
Yeah. But you know, that comes with a lot of pain to the people that do care. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, along the way, I know my family, they probably watch this shit. I know they more happy for me now.
Right.
Because they kind of see what type of path that I'm going on. And where I come from, you know, there was a lot of people that, you know, my family or whatever, they were scared about the route I was going. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if I never picked up the music type shit, hey, you know, it probably would have went that way.
Did your family, your dad, your uncles, did anybody try to steer you out of the?
Oh, everybody. My
banging.
Like none of them wanted that from me. My family, even my family that's from the hood.
Right.
They was like my big cousins,
right?
Or you know everybody else from there, or even homies that aren't family that watched me grow up,
right?
Was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? But I just took it upon myself because I already had it installed in my head, like fuck that, like you know I was already so how would you say it?
Maybe not institutionalized, but
not institutionalized, but I was so like
kind of programmed.
Yeah, like I was so, and then I was so intrigued with the lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, and how they move. Like my older homies from my generation, they were like all stars to me. So it was just like, damn, I want to be like them. Like, I'm fuck it, like this is the life I'm finna choose. Like, you know. So, but to get back to what you're saying, like, yeah, nobody wanted that from me.
Right.
Yeah, you know, I'm older now, looking back, and I understand now.
Right.
Of why it is. That's why they, you know, try to preach that to me.
Do you have any other siblings?
Yeah.
Did they kind of follow similarly or
nah?
You're like the black sheep.
Yeah, I'm the black sheep. Like, you know, I got my little brother, my little sister. You know, they doing good. You know what I'm saying? But me, I went a whole different route.
Right. Was there anything like while you were going crazy in the streets that like where you were kind of like to the point where like you might have lost your freedom for real, or there was like a situation where things got a little hairy where you almost maybe lost your life? I mean, maybe multiple times, I'm sure, but you know, was there ever like a wake up call like situation like that?
There was a lot of times.
Yeah.
There was a lot of times, some things I'm not going to speak on, like a lot of situations, a lot of drama.
Right.
That would usually make somebody think like that. But during that time, I'm so into the banging that it's just like, hey, it is what it is. This is what comes with it.
Right.
So it's like I never like fell back like, oh, like, damn, that shit's so crazy. I want to. It was just like I knew what came with this part of that type of life. You know what I'm saying? So it was, you know, getting shot at, fights, fades, hitting the county jail, you name it. You know what I'm saying?
County jail is, everybody says it's like LA County jail is the most fucking just wild place to go because it's like a free for all, right? I feel like because if you end up in prison out here, there's more of a organized program, right? As to where in the county jail, it's like
everybody banging in the county jail,
right?
So it's like
you might be in a holding cell with your fucking ops,
and you're gonna have to run that. You know what I'm saying? So it's I would. It's more structured in the pen to where it's like more rules and
Right. And people kind of like go together. Like I was talking to G Perico a little bit about this. He was like, "Yo, you might fight, squabble with somebody in the county jail, but then if you end up in the pen with them,
yeah, when you get to the pen, it's a different situation,
right?
Because then it's like it goes by like numbers, like you gonna ride with who's riding with you type shit. So yeah, it's different. It's different over there.
How did you get the scar on your face, if you don't mind me asking?
There was a lot of events that day that I wouldn't like to speak up on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Just say, hey man, it's a very.
Yeah, I just know it was sliced. You know what I'm saying?
It was a blade or a razor.
No, it was glass.
It was glass.
Yeah.
Oh, so was it like a bottle?
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, hey, but you know what? Now that you're a hip hop artist, that scar looks fucking sick. Like,
yeah.
But the more bigger you get, the more people are gonna ask.
A lot of people are asking about it, but it was like some things, and then I don't want. I can't say certain things.
Right.
Then
an altercation happened.
That's all.
Glass was broken.
Yes.
That's a fair point. Hey, we got to stop the interview real quick, man. Want to give a shout out to Blue Chew. That's right. Blue Chew. It is Blue Chew season. It's only right, man. Imagine you're missing out on the best sex of your life. Your partner's best sex of your life. Imagine you could make your partner that much happy. You could be fucking with so much confidence because your dick is so hard. I'm talking about whore, cuz, you know what I'm saying? As they would say here in LA. Listen, go to Blue Chew right now. They're getting you hooked up with a month's supply for free. A lot of people asking, is Blue Chew right for me? Does it work? Try it for free. All you got to do is go to bluechew.com. Same active ingredient as Viagra and Cialis and Levitra. Yes, that's the mint chewable form. They got the regular chewable form delivered right to your doorstep, and it's all handled online. You don't have to go to the doctor. No, you just handle it on the website. Very discreet, and it's delivered right to your doorstep. Yes, you can be literally having the best sex of your life, and Blue Chew wants all dicks to be bricked. You know what I'm saying? Why not be bricked up going into this winter, going into December? It's December, goddammit. It's cuffing season. You know what I'm saying? You'll make sure that dick is fucking throbbed up. You know what I'm saying? Damn. By the way, fucking post-morning Blue Chew boner is crazy. It's fucking fire. Anyway, look, got to give a shout out to Blue Chew. Look, special deal for the audience right now. You could try Blue Chew for free. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping at checkout when you visit bluechew.com. That's bluechew.com to receive your first month for free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And I want to give a shout out and thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the Bootleg Kev podcast. Also, want to give a shout out to our folks at MyBookie, baby. That's right. December is here. Thanksgiving was fun. Let's be honest. I lost a little bit of money on the Lions. I thought they were going to lose. Thought it was going to be an upset. It's all good, though. Hey, listen, December, we got so much NBA action, so much NFL action, bowl game season, all happening in December. Get in on the action. Go to mybookie.ag right now. Use my promo code BOOTLEG, and they will double your deposit. That's right. They will double your deposit right now. All right, if you want to get in on any gambling action, they got the full casino. They got the sports book. Now they got it where you could cash out early on your tickets. The live game betting, which is my favorite. Oh, I love NBA live game in-game betting because what happens is basketball is a game of runs, right? So you wait for the shitty team to go on a run and get up on the team that's going to win, and then you hammer the money line. You get the better odds. It's amazing. You can do all that on MyBookie right now. And don't forget to join their Telegram channel, mybookie.ag. Sign up with that promo code BOOTLEG right now. Bootleg is the promo code. You'll double your first deposit right now. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Let's get back to the interview. Okay, so you're related to my guy KT.
Yeah, shout out to my uncle KT, Uso KT, the boss, you know what I'm saying?
My dog in Vegas. I love that guy so much. Which means you're also related to the Usos from the WWE.
Yeah, I'm tied in with them too.
Shout out to the Usos, because I feel like anytime I've ever come in contact with a Samoan homie on the West Coast, they're all related to the Usos or to like Roman Reigns.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm related to Roman Reigns, but hey, man, shout out to them. You know, they doing their thing out there. Right
but you're related to Jimmy and Jay Uso.
We're tied in.
Yeah,
somehow, some way we tied in. You know,
yeah.
they know what's up. You know, and nothing but love for them.
I was gonna say, do you grow up like because in your like there's so many famous wrestlers that come from your culture? Do you just grow up automatically fucking with wrestling?
I never thought of it like that.
Because think about it, like
you know what? But I would say, like, as Samoans, for us to see that and like how much of a engagement that they're getting, that I would say like it's something to be proud about.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's like Samoans, like, we're small.
Such a small minority.
Such small, but we make
running wrestling.
Yeah,
at the biggest level.
But we gonna make an impact from football.
I'm about to say offensive and defensive lines.
Yeah, football. See, wrestling too, and then and then even with the music with the Booyah, like when the Booyah came out, didn't nobody know what the fuck they was. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I think a lot of people thought they were Mexican.
Yeah. So like now I don't know, maybe that I should let them talk about it, but I think they'll cover this with you later type shit. But during that time there was no identities for Samoan.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like all right, Samoan, like who. Like, what are they? Then, the Booyah came out with the long hair, with the braids big tatted up. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, they're the Samoans. That's them with the long hair.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it just kind of like set the tone for everybody.
I think even just the thought of like there being like Bloods from LA that weren't black was like crazy. Yeah. It's almost like when a lot of people, when they first heard of Stupid Young being like a Crip from Long Beach, you're like, wait, there's Asian Crips? Like, what is going on? Like, but nah, shout out to Booya Tribe, man. So for you, man, like, would you say there was like a specific moment? You say you started realizing like, I sound hard when I'm rapping, but was there like a specific moment in which you realized like you were catching some traction and that there might be something that you need to take serious in this hip hop shit?
I don't like. I've spoke on this subject a lot on a lot of past interviews, and sometimes I want to feel like a broken record, but to everybody new that's watching, one time my homie, he hit me up and he was like, hey, we was on some faded ass shit. Like, we was in the hood and then we put up to his spot. He got the whole setup in his garage type shit or in his living room, and he was like, man, lay something down. And then, I laid my first track down. After that, we had put it out. And once we put it out, just like the kind of response that I got to, like, you gonna know when you drop something if something's whack or not.
Yeah, well, also, like, if it's organic or if it's just your homies being like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna know the difference between, when that feedback comes in, you're gonna be like, okay, my shit might be a little whack or not.
Right.
But no, I was getting some good ass shit, and I was just like, damn, people fucking with it. So I'm just like, man, you know what? Let me see what I could do with it.
And then from there, you were like, yo, let's book some studio time, or
yeah. And then after that, because that was like basically a feature on his shit, and then I went and did my own track. I flipped that "Connected for Life" by Mac 10.
Fucking classic, by the way.
Yeah, it's called.
By the way, that is one of my favorite beats ever, and I know it's not a West Side Connected song, but it's like one of my favorite West Side Connection songs because they're all on it. Great record.
Yeah, so I flipped that and I called it "Respected for Life." So then
put it on YouTube.
I put it on YouTube. Yeah. That was my first single ever, and then that's what kind of just like put me out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For people who don't know, like. When like I think of like the Whoop movement, right? Meet the Whoops. I think of like Jay Worthy and
shout out to Worthy and all the homies. And I got some on the way with them.
Those guys are obviously they just had a big moment coming out with Kendrick. Hit is on the Kendrick album, but you're not necessarily from the same part of LA that they're from in terms of like.
So so my hood is West Side Paru, Carson. Their original West Side Bompton Paru. Got it. At the same time, we correlate.
Got it. That's
so them the homies. Hitter, shout out Hitter, Hop Out, YS30, Jay Worthy.
Great guys.
You know what I'm saying? My homie Mari Ruger. Them the homies.
Ruger's
right there.
Great guy too.
Yeah. So they know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing but love for them. I was on that first Meet the Whoops with them.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, the summer vacation that they dropped. I'm on that album with them.
Fire.
Yeah, so yeah, man, shout out to them. I got some more shit with Jay Worthy coming in. Man, me and Worthy Worthy, when you see this, man, we got a banger coming.
Nah, Jay Worthy is like one of the most underrated dudes, period.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got an ear.
Man,
He's
man,
A&R'ing. He's rap. Like, he's got all these. I mean, he's got such a crazy catalog. It's like crazy.
I feel like Worthy probably one of the most plugged in people right now.
And he's just got his fingerprints on everybody's shit.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Shout out to homie P Worthy right there.
For sure, for sure. What is it like for people who don't know about Carson? Carson, obviously, from a hip hop perspective, when I was growing up, it was Booya Tribe, it was Razcast, Bishop Lamont. But what was it like growing up in Carson? Because for people who don't know, it's like that's like all like hella Samoans are in Carson. Like y'all got that shit sewed up over there.
I mean, like growing up in Carson, like I feel like my generation and maybe even the next, like it was like it was different, man. But it was like it was fun. It was fun. It was a little, you know, everybody was doing their shit, but you know, we're a real diverse city,
right?
Like I had said this before, you know, other people, but I be feeling like we might be one of the most diverse cities. I'm not saying we are the diverse city in LA County, but man, we got Filipinos,
for sure,
Mexicans,
great food in Carson,
yeah, blacks, Asians, Samoans. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool though, you know. But when you come to Carson, you gonna know about the Samoans. Like it's a village over there, you know.
100%.
Yeah.
What's the Samoan restaurant like? Where like for people who don't know, what is the cuisine like? Is there a spot in Carson we need to tap in with to go get some good Samoan food?
They got two Samoan spots right now. It's Pawasa's and Poly Grill. But yeah, man, Samoans, man, that's that food that's gonna put your ass to sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's that shit heavy. You know what I'm saying? So you better be ready to eat type shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like what is it? Rice? Meat?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Samoans eat rice for everything. You know what I'm saying? So you got the rice. There's you know, chicken. There's some greens we call palusami. We got our fish called oka, and yeah, man, we got a variety of shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can come touch down and figure it out for yourself.
Talk to me about obviously. Shout out to Eston Oro. He's got a long-standing relationship with your family. Talk about your guys' relationship and has he kind of giving you any game?
Oh yeah, man. You know what, man? Esteban's a real genuine person right there, man.
Yeah.
And, he been in my family longer than I've been around, you know? So he's been around for I think the whole beginning of my career, and man, he been schooling me all types of shit. He been I have projects, I got videos with him, and yeah, man, just for me to be around that type of greatness and a legend like who he is, man, that shit means a lot, you know. But
because he directed one of your videos, right?
Yeah. So we went to New Zealand together,
which is sick, by the way.
Yeah. So we went to New Zealand together. He flew out there with me, man, and
what was that like going to New Zealand?
Shocking.
Why?
Just a culture shock. Because it was just different from what I'm seeing out here.
Right.
And then out there, we're like, my people ain't the minority. It's like more of the majority.
Right.
So it was just kind of different. It was a different feel to see Samoans being the bus drivers, the people that serving you food.
Yeah, I think a lot of people who aren't hip think New Zealand is like a bunch of like white folks, but it's like a lot
they got a whole different thing up there, but and it was all love. Like when I'm out here, or even just not even just out here, just in the States, period, like it don't matter where you at, there's like somebody tripping somewhere, you feel me?
Right.
Not like that, but when it was out there, it was kind of like
you let your guard down a little?
Yeah, it was love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that they not tripping out there, they probably is, but where I was at, it just felt like everything felt good, you know what I'm saying? And they just, show nothing but love and respect to us, and, made us feel good.
That's dope, man. Nah, New Zealand, anytime you see pictures of New Zealand, it looks fucking fire.
Yeah, and the food was fucking bomb.
Yeah.
The food was bomb.
Hey, we're about to kick off another interview brought to you by Jardin. That's right. If you're in Vegas, it's the #1 dispensary in the country, the craziest selection of premium cannabis. And all you got to do is shoot them a follow, Jardin_Las Vegas, JardinLasVegas.com. When you're in Vegas, tell them I sent you. Let's get into the interview. All right, we got to stop the interview. Shout out to our family at Odd Socks, baby. That's right. Oh, look at these Odd Socks basics right here. Yeah, most comfortable socks in the world. Go to oddsocksofficial.com right now, man. Save 20% off your order. Look, you need some draws, some Big Lebowski socks, some Funyuns underwear. I mean, look, what are you into? How about some Coca-Cola? Shout out to everybody who loves Coke, my favorite soda. Some little Swedish Fish, Scarface. Look, they got all the licenses. They got the most comfortable socks in the world. Perfect gift for you, for the family, for whomever you love. Oddsocksofficial.com. Use the promo code BOOTLEG. Save 20% at checkout. They also got the new slides. They also got well, we already showed y'all the draws. They got the slides, they got hats, they got accessories, and the most comfortable socks in the world. Like this sock right here, the basics. You can't fucking go wrong with the basics. Oddsocksofficial.com, our OG sponsor, our family. That's all I wear is Odd Socks. I swear to God, it's all I got on my ass and on my feet, baby. At all times, it's Odd Socks. Go to oddsocksofficial.com. Use the promo code BOOTLEG right now. Let's get back to the interview. For you, like, are you like when you're like, obviously you got the new record out, West Side YGs, but are you like putting together like a project, a mixtape? Like what's are you doing a single at a time, or are you planning out?
Yeah, I dropped the album in, I think, either August or July, called The Flame Boys. And yeah, that was my first
body of work.
Album that I dropped during this year. But then the homie that was on the thing with me, we did the whole collab, he kind of went and caught some time, so it kind of like fucked me up. Yeah, I mean, not fucked me up, but fucked up our project.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we got to do the videos, we got to roll it. And
you got to push the music.
And this was right when we dropped it. You know what I'm saying? So then it just kind of threw us back. So, you know, since then, I'm just, you know, trying to bounce back. I dropped a few singles. So, you know, I just feel like I'm going to wrap up 2024 and I'm going to come through 2025 banging. So I got my new album coming in February.
Who you working with?
So I got a few features on there that you know, I'm trying to connect with. So
maybe Jay Worthy.
I got Jay Worthy on there for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Roddy Racks on there.
Roddy Racks is fire. I saw you guys did a record with Cypress, right?
Yeah, with Cypress.
Yeah.
So we did one track, and then I did 2 tracks with him. So we put that one out with Cypress, and then I got one more that's a banger.
Yeah. No, Roddy Racks is hilarious too. He said his bars be so fucking like vintage, like 90s sugar-free shit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He be going in, dog. I've been seeing too, like, you've been able to do like a lot more shows and shit. Like, what was it like? Like, you know, I saw you with Mac.
I just did a show in Fresno, and that was with Game.
I was with Mac 10 and
Mac 10, Sugar Free, DJ Quick, MC Magic and them. Man, it was a different vibe because you know, shout out to my management, shout out to Hev and them, you know what I'm saying, from the DKG. You know, that's my manager for whoever that don't know. Hev been lining a lot of shit up for me. So
yeah, Hev's a legend, man.
Yeah, so you know, that was my first arena performance.
What was that like though? Because you guys went on early, so you got to kind of get that.
But it was crazy because by the time I got on stage, it was already packed.
Oh, it was cracking.
Yeah, so it was kind of like after me, it was RBL Posse.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, so when I went on, like at first I'm reading the crowd because I'm in the back, so I'm looking, I'm like, man, it don't look too crowded. But then by the time I got on there, it was a crowd. So I don't know, it was different, man, because I think the biggest shit I did was in New Zealand, and that was a festival, and it was like just that I feel like that prepared me for this arena show.
Right. Just
to have that vibe and that, you know, it's a different from just having a show back home type shit. So yeah, man, it was crazy, man. I usually don't be getting stage fright type shit, but you know, I kind of look.
Oh, I can imagine.
You know what I'm saying? And just like getting the vibe, you hearing the music all through the fucking arena. So it was just like.
How long did you have to do? Did you do like 10 minutes?
I did 10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, you get through 10 minutes, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But that 10 minutes feel like an hour.
It feels like a fucking hour for sure.
But you know what? Like, man, I get that nervousness, but I already know I'm going to do my thing. Once I got on there, it was just like every other show. Man, I just went up there and, you know, had the crowd rocking.
Who would you consider to be like your biggest influences outside of your family in terms of just the hip-hop shit? Like, who'd you grow up listening to?
Man, a lot of, like, even Mag 10 and all them, you know? Like, Mag 10, Quick. I'm listening to all they shit on repeat. Bone Thugs and Harmony. and then just everybody else that was growing up. That's all part of the LA rap scene. Joe Moses,
For sure.
RJ, Nip. You know what I'm saying? YG, even
Right.
all them shit. Like like it was hard
For sure.
They all played some on this music shit.
I wonder, what are your thoughts on just like the new landscape of like gang culture and politics being so openly discussed
On these podcasts?
and even like members of
Man,
it's pretty crazy.
I don't fuck with that shit. Like, whatever that's happening within your hood and your homies, or whatever that's even on the street, should not be broadcasted on these platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's just like, that shit ain't gangster to me, because it's like, you letting all these other people know what's going on within y'all shit, and then now everybody else's opinion is getting caught up with y'all hood, and
And then like TikToks get made, and
Yes, yes.
and then people make YouTube documentaries. Like the YouTube documentaries to me are so fucking crazy.
What I feel about it is like they're making a mockery out of gangbanging, where a lot of motherfuckers that really put their life on the line for this shit, it's just like, damn, this is what it came to. Like, y'all just
Like it's a TV show.
It's content now.
Right.
And it's just like, and I just feel like it makes it more of a joke. That's why more snitching is going on, more, bust ass shit, motherfuckers doing weird shit. It keeps going on because we're letting it happen. We're giving it to the world, so then everybody's changing everybody's perspective on, and we giving everybody else a say.
Yeah, I think when you overexpose like a culture that's not supposed to be exposed, it's supposed to be, held tight. I feel like people don't take it as serious anymore, and they maybe become desensitized to like how they're supposed to maybe maneuver, and then the public.
And I'm not gonna speak on every hood, because I know there's
for sure.
Yeah, like that don't agree with it. Like, even for mine, like there's certain shit I'm never gonna go against my morals
for likes,
clicks,
yeah.
to speak out to the crowd, for them to try to get my point of view on something. Because if it's real, homie, you know what I'm saying, and y'all tripping and we tripping, ain't nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna get busy.
Right.
Yeah.
Explain to me New Samoan Mafia Music. Is that the label?
So that's so the Boo-Yaa, they were Samoan Mafia.
Okay. So this is the new
Yeah, so
chapter.
that's why I came out with the New Samoan Mafia. My second album is New Samoan Mafia Volume 2. So it was just like, if you ever looked at the Boo-Yaa, they were like a unit. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So that's what I kind of picked up off them type shit. And that's what I'm trying to keep going.
Would you ever try to get them to come out of retirement, or maybe get some of your fam on a record?
I mean,
I know there's a documentary being worked on by Esteban, right?
Yeah. So, the last ones here is my pops and Uncle Gotti,
Right.
So a lot of them ain't here no more. So, they already made their impact. You know what I'm saying? I wish that probably would be something that I'd like, damn, I would want. But I'm going to just let their legacy and what they've done it's already stamped.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So now just for my job is just to continue it, to keep that name going.
100%, man. What do you feel like 2025, man? How you feeling about the new year? Would you say you're 10 toes in on the music?
I'm 10 toes all the way down. Yep.
Yeah. I would just say that, because anybody who comes from like your background, I always say, like, if you aren't 10 toes in, if you're like, I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you're cheating yourself.
Yeah, no, for sure. So that's a lot of battle that I've been
For sure, because no matter what you do, you're always gonna have people hitting you, homies hitting you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah.
you got to understand, like, yo, you're on a mission, dog. Like, and there's so many artists that are coming out every day that, like, in order for you to even be able to compete, you got to be all in on this shit, dog.
Yeah, and I'm all the way in, man. So it's like, I had to make that choice if I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. Because I'm keep doing what I'm doing, it's gonna end me up in 2 places. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dead or in jail. Like, as much as cliche as it sounds,
Right.
that
It's
shit
true, though. It's
like
literally
the
true.
most truest shit ever. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, I'm just trying to, better myself, make something happen, and leave behind my own legacy.
Would you say, like, you getting, like, news about you having a baby was, like, well, first of all, when you first find that out, that's got to be sick. Like, oh,
Yeah.
shit. Do we got to take another test to double check? You know what I'm saying? But now that it's, like, here, it's about to happen. Like, are you nervous? Has it, like, even hit you yet?
You know what? Like even the whole time, I feel like it didn't really hit me yet, but now it's hitting me because it's like, all right, like I'm about to have a whole my little me here
Right.
in any other day, so it's gonna be different. I ain't experienced it because she ain't here yet. So
Right.
when she gets here, I know it's gonna make
fuck you up,
it might fuck me up. You know what I'm saying?
For
So,
sure.
I don't know yet, but you know, I'm excited and you know, for sure. You know, I want to make things better for her living type shit, you know?
When is the album coming out, man? I know you said it at the top of next year.
Well, we got it planned for February 23rd.
February 23rd.
You know what I'm saying?
Name of the album?
New Samoan Mafia Volume 2.
Volume 2, that's the name of the album. For sure Jay Worthy's on there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, we got a banger. That one's probably my most favorite one that's gonna be on there.
Oh, fire.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, he's crazy. Is Cypress got any production on there?
I don't know if I don't think Cypress is on this one, but I might have to do that. Yeah, Cypress, that's the homie right there.
Well, the album, I mean, you can still, switch the album up for sure. Mm-hmm. You got 3 months, man. Well, look, dude, I appreciate you coming through, hanging out, man. We're gonna also have you rap, do your thing, but people can go follow you online with your IG.
DBoy_223.
You got plenty of music out right now. People can go stream it, and and you got merch and shit, all that shit.
Yeah,
right?
I got merch. I got a whole bunch of merch. Follow my merch page, DBoy223 merch. We got a lot of new shit coming out this year, so yeah, man, we got albums on the way, new music on the way, new collabs on the way. Shout out to my management. Shout out to Big Hev. Yeah, man, and, we got shit lined up.
My guy, D-Boy 223. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, much love, man. Much love.
There it is.